Welcome to the SRG Sports Talk Show. This is going to be an early segment of it. I'm recording this probably early in the morning for this one. And I want to get your thoughts on doing a little bit of NFL, which is going to be on, these are my top 4 teams that might get the win on September 9th. And we're getting close to football season, apparently. That's going to be easy. Now, my first top 4, this is going to be a little tricky. I wasn't sure about this one yet. And 4 teams I want to see win first is Tampa Bay Buccaneers, New York Jets, Philly, Pittsburgh. I think these 4 teams might get the win for the first week of the season, which is going to be on September 9th. And if Tampa Bay and Philly do win their first game, I'll be happy about that, more than anything else. New York Jets, maybe on the downside, it could work. Pittsburgh, they might get a chance to win on their side. I don't know, but the only thing I'm concerned about is how they're going to win and what they're going to do. And apparently, what they're going to have to make a move as much as anything else. And I'm only making this for 10. I'm going to talk for at least 10 minutes. Just about 10 minutes for this video. And I'm going to be discussing a lot of football, apparently, on the SRG Sports Talk Show. Not as much as I think it should. But I'm going to see if I can try to squeeze into a couple of stories, maybe a couple of gameplays, what I can think. Football season is around the corner. I'm going to see if I can talk about some of these teams that won. But no, week 1, I'm expecting 4 NFL teams to win their first game. Tampa Bay, Philly, New York Jets. The New York Jets definitely need to win. I'm sorry if you are like any other team from Philly or anything. I'm not crucifying you guys. And Pittsburgh. But I'm not crucifying anybody from Philly. That's how it is. But I'm hoping these 4 teams can get a win because they haven't won any games in the last 2 seasons. Philly got lucky, but on the downside, it could be worse. I mean, that would be knowing they could have been too big for the Princess or something like that. I'm not saying they would. But no, these are the 4 teams that I want. 4 teams, pardon me. 4 teams to win their first game on September 9th. I was going to go with 6 on this list, but I believe these 4 teams would be average to get their first win. As for the rest of the week, I don't know what that would happen. But I'll be doing a longer video here today within the next couple hours or so. But no, I mean, between all these 4 teams, I think, why Pittsburgh? I would say New York. I can understand that. But why Pittsburgh? Out of all the teams. I used to like the Pittsburgh Steelers back in the day. They were my favorite team to play on Madden. And I believe they got it again. I think whoever they drafted. And I did get my predictions on the old channel about 4 days ago after my film started off. It was like, yeah, that was like something that they did out of the ordinary with that one with Pittsburgh. But I heard they had a good draft pick, a couple good round picks for this draft, and it was pretty interesting. Philly, Tampa Bay, I would say getting their first win would be a piece of cake. Hands down, maybe kind of in between, but time will tell with that. I'm only making this like a 6-minute video. It's not going to be that long. Philly, maybe getting their first win. I'm assuming they might get it in week 1. But yeah, these are my top 4 teams that might get the first win. And it's like, you got to think, on September 9th, that's going to be a little bit trickier than anything else. So it's like, you got to think, where does it go? Tampa Bay is 50-50 chance. Philly could be another prospect on that. Pittsburgh and New York Jets, maybe. New York has to get a couple wins this year. I mean, they gotta get a couple wins. Because last season was terrible for the Jets. And it was very terrible. I can't really explain how New York Jets suck like that. Giants stink too. They gotta get a couple wins too, but my 4 prospects for this upcoming week 1 is Tampa, Philly, Pittsburgh, and New York Jets. So I'm assuming they might get something in it on me. And it's crazy, but the reason why I chose Pittsburgh, like I said, is because I used to play Pittsburgh Steelers so much on Madden, from the original Maddens back in the 90s. And I've always picked the Steelers. It was always Steelers. And it's like, how can I pick them, Because I like the color of their uniforms. They're black and yellow. I mean, it's like, and I love the color black in certain ways for certain things that I like the color black for, and that's why I like Pittsburgh. I chose Pittsburgh because of that, the color of the uniform. And Philly and Tampa Bay, they might win their first game. I don't know. Time will tell with that one. But I would say in this week 1 for these 4 teams, I got a feeling they're going to win their first game. New York Jets got their line change fixed as far as I heard. So I would vote for probably New York to get to the downfall benefactor of this. I mean, that's going to be perfect for them. But those are the 4 teams I'm looking into. If you guys like this video, let me know, like and subscribe to the channel. If you want more NFL content on this channel, I'll talk about football's back by September 9th, by next couple of days or so it's going to be pretty interesting. But these are my 4 teams in this league for the first week. I think they're going to win. Tampa, Philly, Pittsburgh, and New York Jets. They're going to win their first game. I could be wrong. I could be right. But let me know in the comments down below if you think I'm wrong. So, for the SRG Talk Show, Sports Talk Show, Jovic sign off. Take care. Have a good day. Hope to see you in the next one. I'm going to make it a longer one next time. So, until next time, Jovic sign off. Take care.